Hello, my name is Nathan Taylor, otherwise known as Sockmatician, and this is a video tutorial to accompany the Sockmatician's Double Knitted Brioche ebook. This particular tutorial is part of the troubleshooting chapter and specifically looks at how to get your double knitted brioche knitting back on the needles if it comes off. As you can see here, I've got a piece of double knitted brioche and I've taken the needles out of it completely, and all of my stitches and all their yarn overs have totally bounced off in different directions and it looks like a right old mess. But don't worry, all of this is fixable. I like to do this in two stages. Stage one is getting the stitches on the needles without their yarn overs, just however you can, just to secure them so they don't unravel. And stage two is working back along the row, remounting any stitches that are mounted incorrectly and putting all the yarn overs back into place. So the first priority really is the stitches. The yarn overs themselves, they're really not going to go anywhere at all. You can ignore them completely. And if you don't have a smaller needle to hand, because you may be out and about when this happens, sometimes it can be a good idea to use a smaller needle, but it's actually not that important because those yarn overs are creating slack yarn. Can you see I've got a blue stitch here, and then it comes into this yarn over here, which is big and loose and sloppy there before it goes into the next blue stitch there. So what I can do is I can put my needle into those stitches without worrying about pulling the yarn out of any of the other stitches too badly because of all of that slack yarn that goes into the yarn overs. And the same with the brown. I've got a brown stitch here, big old loose yarn over, and then a brown stitch there. So you don't really need to worry about it being a smaller needle. In fact, this is the needle that I knitted this swatch with, just to prove that point. The first thing to do is to very quickly just get the stitches on the needles any way you can. I've started my row with a slip stitch edge pair, so these two stitches don't have any yarn overs anyway, but I'm just going to get my needle into them there like that. Now what I want to do is I'm going to, starting with a stitch at the front, pick that one up, ignoring the yarn over, then a stitch from the back and pick that up. Doesn't matter which way they're facing at the moment, just go in as quickly and easy as you can. Sometimes you might have to have a little jiggle to find the stitch if it's starting to poke away out of the way there, but just bounce your needle backwards and forwards, one from the front, one from the back, one from the front, one from the back, deliberately ignoring all of those yarn overs, not paying any attention to which way the stitches will be mounted on the needle, just getting them nice and secure. One from the front, one from the back. See, I've split that stitch. I'll leave that one there. I've split that stitch there. It doesn't matter. It's still safe on the needle. One from the front, one from the back, one from the front, and one from the back. So there, phew. All of my stitches are now on the needle. It doesn't look much like double knitted brioche because there's no yarn overs on the needle at all, but they are all safe. They're not going to go anywhere. And there's that little split one there. We can deal with him as we go along. I've slid my stitches to the other end of my circular needle, but you don't need to do that. You can just turn the work if you like. It doesn't really matter which side you do this next stage on. Once all those stitches are safely back on the needle, it's all about stage two. And stage two is where I'm going to make sure that all of my stitches are mounted correctly. And by correctly, for double knitted brioche, I mean mounted with the right leg in front of the needle. You want your stitch mounted like that, not like that. If you are a combination or an Eastern style knitter, obviously for double knitted brioche, you're still going to be creating your stitches like that, making sure that they're sitting on the needle with the right leg in front. So that's the first priority, is getting the stitches facing the right way. But as we do that, working along the row, you can also pick up the dropped yarn overs and put them back on in the right place. And there's a nice little easy way of doing that. So the first thing to do, remembering that my edge stitches don't have yarn overs, so I could just deal with the stitches to begin with for these first two stitches here. I'm going to look at this stitch and assess whether or not it's mounted the right way. I can see, you probably can't see on camera here, but I can see this one is mounted the right way with the right leg in front of the needle. So in that case, you're just going to slip that stitch purlwise, ordinary purlwise, from the left needle to the right. Looking at my next stitch, it is also mounted the right way. So therefore I would ordinarily just slip it purlwise again from the left needle to the right, but let's put it on the needle the other way so I can show you what you would do if it were not mounted correctly. This one we've already dealt with. This one is mounted incorrectly and it's got its right leg behind the needle there. So in order to slip that one across, instead of purlwise, you go purlwise through the back leg, which means going around the back and coming in towards you like that, transferring it across there, and that has switched the orientation and given you the right leg in front, which is exactly what you want. Now with a knit stitch, you pick up the yarn over first before you remount the stitch. So I'm going to pick up my yarn over. You can see there are two yarn overs going around the shoulders of this parent stitch here, and I want one of them to be going around the shoulders of this one. So it's usually fairly simple to see which one is the top one. I'm going to pick up the top yarn over on my right needle by entering underneath it, coming in from back to front, purlwise if you like. And then I'm going to assess whether this next stitch is mounted correctly or not. If it is, slip it purlwise. If it's not, it's purlwise through the back leg. This one is, so I can just slip it purlwise as normal. And that has given me my yarn over and the stitch exactly as I want them. Things are slightly different with the purl stitches. With the purl stitches, you remount the stitch first and then you pick up the yarn over. So this one I can see is already mounted correctly, so I slip it purlwise, and then I'm going to pick up the yarn over. Can you see there are two yarn overs around the base of that stitch? Well, I'm going to, just as before, go under the top one from back to front and pick it up onto the needle like that, and that already puts everything in the right place. So every time you come to a yarn over, you always enter from back to front. And every time you come to a stitch, you're always slipping it purlwise if it's already correct, slipping it purlwise through the back leg if it needs to be remounted. The only difference is that when you have a knit stitch, you pick up the yarn over first. If you have a purl stitch, you pick up the yarn over second. So here we are at the beginning of my next pair. I'm going to go, because it's a knit stitch, I'm going to pick up the yarn over first, and because that stitch is already mounted the right way, I'm going to slip it purlwise. Then this one is already mounted the right way. Some of them are not, I can assure you. So I'm going to slip that one purlwise, and then I'm going to pick up the yarn over. Sometimes the angle makes it a little bit tricky to get in with the right needle from back to front going under that top yarn over. If that's the case, you can use your left needle, go in from front to back, and then just slip the yarn over purlwise over to the right needle. Both work exactly the same way and achieve exactly the same results. So here's another knit stitch. So I'm going to pick up the yarn over first, coming in from back to front, and that one's already mounted the right way, so I'm going to slip it over like that. Here's one that's not. So I'm going to, it's a purl stitch, so I'm going to slip it purlwise through the back leg, and then pick up the yarn over from back to front. The next stitch is a knit stitch, so I'm going to pick up the yarn over first, coming in from back to front, and it's already mounted the right way, so I slip it purlwise. This stitch is a purl stitch, so I deal with the stitch first. This one does need remounting, so I go in purlwise through the back leg, and then just to show you it works both ways, I can pick up the top yarn over with my left needle going in from front to back and slipping it purlwise onto the right needle. Knit stitch again, pick up the yarn over first, slip it purlwise because it's mounted correctly. Purl stitch, slip that one first, purlwise through the back leg, and then pick up the top yarn over strand from back to front with the right needle. Yarn over and stitch, stitch and yarn over. Yarn over, oops, yarn over and stitch, stitch and yarn over. And working your way all the way along, yarn over and stitch. Here's that split stitch, look at that. I'll come back to that sentence in a second. So making sure I put the stitch back on the needle correctly. I've already remounted it that way. I can go for the stitch first, then the yarn over, and all is well. Working your way along the row like this puts everything exactly as you need it. Completing the row, yarn over, stitch, stitch, that one was already correctly mounted, so it went purlwise, and yarn over, and then that's correct, and that one's correct. The last two don't have yarn overs because they've done with the slip stitch edge technique. And there I have exactly what I was looking for. All of my stitches are now facing the right way and all of my yarn overs are back in place and everything is safe and secure. I can just slip back to the point where I left off and continue knitting. And that's how you get your double knitted brioche knitting back on the needles.